Hello, friends. Hi. Let me just make sure I am on. I'm not going to keep anyone who's watching this who turns up later. I'm not going to keep anyone long. Ooh. I'm going to have to save this for later. Let me see. Hello, everyone. Okay, so since this was last minute, I do not expect a ton of people to come on right away. Most of you will catch the replay. This is LaShawn Wiltz coming to you from everydayeyecandie.com. Hi, guys. How are you? I'm so bad. I'll probably do this again on Monday, maybe, if someone missed it. But I just wanted to come on and talk about Instagram. Sorry, had to get my pen and my water just to make sure. But anyway, hi guys, how are you doing? I hope everything is going well for you. I hope your spring has been eventful. I hope your spring break was great, that you got out with the kids, and even if you didn't, you had some fun at home. So really, it got me to thinking because, we do spring cleaning, and last week I did spring cleaning around my house. So since I did spring cleaning on my house, it occurred to me, and plus I wrote a post over at Mom2 about spring cleaning your social media accounts. And so I thought I should go more in depth about spring cleaning your Instagram accounts because that is important. Everyone should do it, friends. You should spring clean every once a year. You just need to make sure you go through all your social media accounts. Still make sure all your links are correct. Make sure, it's still saying and putting out what you wanted to put out. So just a thought. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Once again, my name is LaShawn from the website everydayeyecandie.com, where I talk about making everyday life beautiful, enjoying the small moments, and seeing the beauty in our everyday. I also talk about photography, motherhood, and of course, my favorite topic of all, Instagram. So anyway, let's just get started. So the number one tip that I have, the first tip I have for you when you're spring cleaning your Instagram account is to update your profile photo. Now, really, look at it. How old is your profile photo? If your profile photo is from 5 years ago, most likely you don't look like that anymore. So update it. Even if you just have to get a selfie, update it. But you want a clear, bright photo, recognizable photo of yourself. I know a lot of people don't like to put themselves out there, and you want to put a logo instead of your actual photo. But Instagram is a very personalized site. So people respond more to people. Yes, there are big brands that can get away with doing their logo like Nike, whoever, but we are not Nike, at least not yet. So in the meantime, people respond better to personalized brands. And for a lot of influencers, that means putting yourself out there. You might not put your family out there. You might not put, your husband or your significant other or your wife out there, but put yourself out there. Even if you have to put a photo of you're cutting off your eyes, there needs to be some type of photo there for you, for people to see. Like I said, make sure that it's relevant to your brand. Like if your Instagram is about Disney, a photo of you in your ears, or even just the ears, that works. If you don't want to show your face, but you just want to show the ears, that works. You know what I mean? It's relevant to your brand. If you are a food blogger, food, you cooking, some photo like that, something, not just food. No, but something of you and food, something. It makes the brand more personal. So that's the thing. Number two thing is to update your bio. So add hashtags. Because let me start over. A lot of people have bios that have been there since they started Instagram, and they're no longer relevant. Or either your bio says something that you did before your last rebrand, or either your bio is boring, or either your bio just, it's like mommy of two, and that's it, and a link in your profile. it's not really telling anybody anything. You know what I mean? Mom saying mommy blogger and then putting that's not saying anything either. No, you want to be detailed, you want to be descriptive, you know, and concise though. Add hashtags. So I always suggest, if you have a brand, you should have a personalized hashtag, something that you can use when you talk about the things that you talk about. Like my friend MJ, she rebranded and her account is What MJ Loves, and she didn't have a hashtag. I'm like, girl, What MJ Loves is a hashtag. That's all you gotta do. It's something simple. Number one, it keeps all your posts organized. Number two, it lets people, if people are searching for you, they'll find it, they'll look for it. So brand yourself. It's another way to brand yourself. It's another way to keep yourself organized. It's a good idea. So it doesn't even have to be your own personal hashtag. Is it a hashtag that you use all the time? Is it a hashtag that you're associated with? Is it a brand hashtag that you're associated with? You know, are you a Beaches mom? Are you going to Turks and Caicos in October? Beaches moms. See, perfect. Things like that. Things that are relevant to your brand. Those are the kind of hashtags you should be putting in your bio. Number two, remember now you can @ someone. So if you have a shop, if you have a product, if you're a moderator at another account, which is something I need to add to mine, you need to put @ them. It's another way to increase people's awareness of you. It's a way to link you to someone else and show your relevancy. So, you know, at your shop, at your product, at the account that you're a moderator for, @ people. Remember, keyword it's just like when you're doing a post and you have to keyword it. You can keyword on Instagram too, because people are looking for specific things and you will show up in their searches when you do. So motherhood, photography, food, recipes, travel, things like that. Make sure those are somewhere in your bio, just in a descriptive way that describes you. So when people scan your bio and they see those keywords, they automatically know what your account is about. Number three, always make sure your location is there. I know a lot of us don't want to give away our exact location, you know, due to safety reasons, you know, and people creeping, because people are creepy. But you can still put a general area. This is the Atlanta area. I don't actually live in Atlanta, but I put Atlanta there because it's close enough to where I live. You know what I mean? I'm in the suburbs. People don't need to know the exact suburbs. If they really research, they can find out. But for Instagram purposes, I just put the closest metro area, and you can do that too. It's a simple thing. It helps people find you. It's trackable. It's linkable. Use it. Your LinkedIn profile. Are you using it to its fullest potential? Don't just throw up your website and leave it there. I mean, that's nice and all, but it's not directing people where you want them to go. I have few suggestions for that. LinkedIn profile is a popular one that a lot of people like to use because you can categorize it. You can put the specific links, like if you're working with a brand, you can put the brand link there. You can put the brand post there. You can link to specific posts that you talk about in your post on Instagram, things like that. So, and it's easy, it's free, you know, it's kind of cool. What I use is on my blog, I have an actual Instagram page. So it redirects to my blog, bringing blog traffic. And yes, I get lots of traffic from Instagram. So it brings blog traffic directly to my blog. It doesn't have to go through a third party. And I just have a page set up with posts from Instagram, and I update it whenever I do a post. Yes, it's a little bit more work, but for me, I thought it was worth it, and it is working for me pretty well. Highlights, the next thing, highlights. I know highlights are a newer thing, and some people really, and I've been seeing, some people really don't know what to do with them. But remember your Instagram page, your Instagram profile, all of this, it's like your landing page. It's like a landing page for your brand. So highlights are like categories on your blog. It gives an idea of people what your blog, what your Instagram is about, what things you think are important, where you want to direct them. Shows them Instagram stories because, you know, since they disappear after 24 hours, sometimes you do really good stories and you want to save them. Highlights is the perfect way to save them, and it's the perfect way to highlight things that you do. So I always say, use your highlights, use them more effectively. Next, all right, so we talked about updating your profile photo. Hey, Hey, Bernetta. I talked about updating your profile photo. I've talked about updating your bio. Hey, Dale. About updating your bio. The next thing I want to talk to you about is going through your hashtags. This is like the perfect spring cleaning activity. Go through your hashtags. Update your lists. Thank you, Katie. Update your lists. I know I've talked about this before, but you should have hashtag lists. List of hashtags for different type of posts that you use, different ways. Like if you post about motherhood and travel, you need different hashtags for both of them. Do not use the same hashtags for every single post. That is one of the ways that Instagram loves to shadow ban us because they think it's spam. So update your, look at your hashtag list, make sure they're all relevant to your post and whatever your, I want to say, categories are. So, if you're, let's say you're a mom blogger who blogs about motherhood, food, travel, family travel, stuff like that. So you should have a set of hashtags for motherhood. You should have a set of hashtags for travel. You should have a set of hashtags for food. You should have, you see what I'm saying? So have a different set of hashtags for every type of content that you post. It's helpful. The other thing about hashtags is now I need you to go through your hashtags. This is the perfect time to go through them all and make sure none of them are banned. Because if they're banned, if you use a banned hashtag, your post gets no traction because Instagram will not show it to anyone because that one hashtag is banned. So go through your hashtags, make sure, if you Google, you can always find a new updated list of which posts, which hashtags are, I'm shaking, which hashtags are, which hashtags are banned. So like I said, go through your hashtags, make sure none of them are banned, update them. Another thing you need to do is go through and just update your hashtags. If you've been using the same set of hashtags from 2 years ago and you're still using them now, it's time to update. Some of those hashtags are no longer relevant. Some of those hashtags are now too big and you're getting lost in the sauce. And there are a lot of new hashtags being, created every day. Find them, use them. It's always a good thing to find new hashtags because the smaller hashtags get more engagement. The bigger hashtags are just like warehouses. There are lots of people in them and, people scroll past them and they move so quickly that you don't get seen as much. But the smaller hashtags are usually more engaging. People actually go through the hashtag, look at the photos, comment on them, as well as like them. So that's something to think about too. The fourth thing I want you to do for your Instagram when you're spring cleaning this year is make a plan for Instagram stories. Now, I know a lot of people are like, I don't like Instagram stories. I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to do it. Listen, if you want a chance, if you want to win at the algorithm, you want to win at the Instagram algorithm, you have to do stories. You have to use the tools and the features that Instagram has put there for us. There's a reason why they put them there. They want you to use them. And they want you to use them, that means that they are important in the algorithm. They place more weight on them when you use them. So, yes, I know you don't like Insta stories, Keita Bryant, but when you do them, you do a good job. But I need you to do more. Oh, never mind. I'm going to talk to you later. But anyway, she'll send me off on a tangent. But you have to, in order to win at Instagram, I'm going to repeat this. In order to win at Instagram and the algorithm, you have to play their game. They want you to use their features. They create all of these new features, not just for their health. They create them because they want you to use them. The more you use them, the more they see your account is good and playing nice, and the more they show your post to other people. It's just a system. It's a game almost, if you want to look at it. You have to play the game if you want to be relevant on Instagram these days. You have to look at what they're pushing because they're pushing Instagram stories. Are you looking at how many updates they've done just to stories this year in the first 4 months of this year? They have updated and updated it and updated it, which tells you it is important. It is something that they want you to use. It is something that when you use it, it boosts you in the algorithm. It's just simple as that. Anyway, okay, so I'm off on my high horse about that. Stories are the number one way to get engagement on your post. That's the last thing I'm gonna say. All right, so decide what content you want to share. You want to be engaging. You don't have to be funny, but you have to be interesting. You have to provide some type of value. And when I say value, that means that you have to be entertaining, you have to be funny, you have to show something pretty, you have to show something interesting, you have to educate. Something like that has to be in your in your stories. So you can be entertaining. Entertaining is different from different people. You could show your day-to-day life. If you're a homeschooling mom, a lot of people really just want to see what you do all day. Even if you are a stay-at-home mom with kids running around, people want to know, what does she do all day? How does she get it done? People are nosy. They want to see this. So show them. So make a plan, find out a lot of it is experimentation. If you experiment, you can see how many views you get on something. So keep doing that. Experiment, see what they like, and then post more of it. Plain and simple. But you need a plan. So as long as you know. So like, for instance, Keita has her Insta Stories After Dark. It's a series. She does it every night. She doesn't even show her face. But I know she gets a lot of engagement because I know I watch them. So, because they're always interesting topics. So I'm saying something like that. A series, something you do every morning. Like I do coffee stories every morning. I know someone who every day they just show him, he walks to work and some days he goes under the tree, some days he jumps over the bench. It's the same. It's a series. I don't know why it's interesting, but it is. I know there's another Instagrammer who every Wednesday does this series. And she drinks wine and she talks, and it is hilarious. She uses memes, things like that. Be creative, be interesting, get a series. Even if you just start off with one day a week, start off with something. But you need to post Instagram stories every day, and in several times a day. I hate to agree, but it's true. Exactly. See, get a series, get something you want people to look forward to your stories. What you really want is for people to turn on that little notify me when you post Instagram stories button. That's what you want, because then people are checking for you, people are looking for you, and Instagram understands that, and Instagram is like, oh, and then they will put you up in the algorithm. You know what I mean? So remember, people are naturally nosy. Give them something to come back to. Post a mix of videos, boomerangs, informatics, photos. Switch it up. Don't always do the same thing, because people get bored easily. People have short attention spans. So make sure that they want to come back. Okay? The fifth thing that you can do when you want to spring clean your account is to hire me. Yes. So for a long time, some of my friends have been asking me, about their Instagram accounts. They always ask me, what should I do? I always give my advice because, friends. And so last summer, I remember one of my friends was asking me what she should do. And I went off on this long tangent. And she just looked at me and she was like, you should do this. You should, offer this as a service. And I'm like, girl, no, whatever. And I didn't think anything about it. And then I mentioned it again to some other friends. And they were like, girl, why aren't you doing this? And, I kept pushing it off because I'm like, don't nobody really want my advice. Okay, whatever. Then I introduced my Instagram Better course last September, and I'm always surprised when someone buys it. I think it's good, but I'm glad that other people do too. And I love the feedback that I get, that it really helps them. But what was happening was people would take the course and then they would still be asking me questions afterwards. It's not that they didn't learn anything from the course. It's just that they had more in-depth questions that I didn't include in the course. They wanted feedback. And that's how my Instagram stories report, my Instagram strategy reports were born. So what I do is it's a written detailed analysis about your account. I go through it with a fine-tooth comb. It takes me more than one day, more than a couple of hours, because I really look through everything you do on Instagram. I give you an in-depth personalized look at your profile, your bio description, your posting schedule, your content, your use of hashtags, your stories, everything. And then I give you tips and that you can implement immediately and see results with. Everyone who I've done one for so far has loved them, and I've seen them implementing things that I said, and it's been great, and I'm so proud of them. But since these reports are so in-depth, I'm only offering them for a limited time. So they're only going to be a few a month, simply so that I can give each one my time. I don't want this to be like a factory type thing. I want them to be individualized, and I really want to help you do what you need to do with your Instagram account. If you want to improve, if that's what you need, that's what I'm here for. Now, it is an investment. It is $150, but there is a payment plan so that you can sign up. If you need to sign up today, it's 3 payments of $65, so you can sign up today for $65, or whenever you look at it and you decide you want to do it, you can do the payment plan. I know it's an investment, but if you don't invest in yourself and your business, what are you going to invest in? So that is all. I just want to put that out there. I will put the link to it, to the page down. Thank you. I will put the link down as soon as I finish. I will put the link to the course down. I mean, not to the course, I'll put the link to the course and a link to the strategy reports right below in the comments, and look over the sales page, see what you think about it, and get back to me. Also, every Wednesday, I have an email list where I give exclusive tips, tricks, offers, discounts. They got a discount. Discounts and things like that if you are on my list. I will also put the sign up for that at the bottom. But that is it. I know this was last minute. I want to thank everyone who took the time to join me. Thank you so much. The replay is I'm going to leave it up for the weekend, so if anybody wants to watch it again, I appreciate that. In the meantime, I'm going to be speaking at Mom 2 in 2 weeks now. A little less than 2 weeks, about Instagram. Instagram in the algorithm age on the Wednesday. If you are going to be there and you have any questions for me, I'm working on my presentation right now. If you have any questions at all that you want me to include and you want me to answer, drop the question in the bottom, or email me. If you don't want everybody to know your question, you can just email me at LaShawn@everydayEyeCandy.com. But that's it, friends. Happy Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. Instagram like a boss. I will be at a baseball game tomorrow because baseball has started. Anywho, you guys have a great Friday. Bye.